Says there are horses and cows and, you know, screen the game on the big screen. And I said, that sounds pretty good. I'll come. What time should I show up? And he says, oh, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be you and me.
Hello. Today we're going to look at some die-cast cars. And we're going to start with an Era car. A company that I don't like very much. But I wanted this casting because it seemed interesting. So this is the Volkswagen Santana. And I thought it just had like a classic, nice look. A nice classic Volkswagen. And these taillights are pretty nice actually. I love it in black. I think that's a great color for it. These door handles are done really well too. And they got the badging in the tires. Oh, pardon me. They got the badging in the tires pretty good. That one's not entirely centered. This one's even a little bit worse, but it's not horrible. Yeah, these are quite nice door handles. The windshield wipers are nice too, a little bent, but so delicate. That could have happened in transit. I love the badging in the front. The headlights are a bit simple, but they're simple in a, I don't know, a pleasing way with the black. On a brighter colored car, they might seem lackluster, but on black, they just seem minimalist. There is silver paint on the side view mirrors. They're not actually mirrored. There are no shocks. Well, let's look at all the parts before we see if it rolls. So it does have moving parts, as most Era cars do. And the engine is really nicely molded. I wish there was a bit more paint to make the molding pop, so you could really appreciate it more. To the naked eye, you can appreciate it, but I'm worried that on camera it's not showing up as impressive as it is, because it is quite impressive. Yeah, and the lines on the moving part are great. Just very nice. The windows are clear. And the other moving part that it has is opening doors. And when open, the door looks a little silly, but it opens nicely. The interior's nicely detailed. There's a shifter. It's got a steering wheel that's in a relatively reasonable place. The seats have some detail molded onto them. The door closes quite nicely. I do like these taillights. So this is a car I hadn't really heard of. And when I saw it, at first I thought it looked like a Jetta, and in silhouette it kind of does. It kind of does, eh? But I don't know. It had something to it that drew me to it. I thought it was kind of a really classic looking little Volkswagen. Era car has done a really great job with this. Just really nice, which is not my experience with them. It's got a little bit of a whiz, but it rolls really well. The whiz is probably caused by treads, yeah. The treads are a little simple, but they're very thin tires, so there's not a lot you can do. I feel like that'd just roll forever. That's, wow. That's really nice. I really like that. So the Volkswagen Santana from Ericar in, what do they call it? Classic black. It's always got to be something black. Can't just be black, because then you can't copyright it. Up next we have a Hot Wheels Premium 2020 Toyota GR Supra in a Gretty livery. Now I can't remember. I think this is Mountain Drifters was the set that this came from. It feels very substantial. It's metal on metal, rubber tires, real riders, and obviously this one's gonna roll. Yeah, quieter because they're racing slicks, but it rolls very nice. It rolls better than the Ericar. The scoop is cool, or not scoop, but anyway, the front arrow. There's kind of a blurriness to the badging and also to the sponsors. There's kind of a blurriness to all of the paint, all the paint job on this. It's not a bad casting. I'm not a huge Supra fan. I do enjoy the ridiculousness of this wing and it's like a weird abstract Morse code looking back end. I'm not even sure what half these things are trying to represent. Maybe it's just part of the livery. That's very possible. Yeah, I opened this one a while ago. I got it because there was a AE86 in the pack, and I never really sat down to take a look at it on camera, and I can't say that I was missing much. It doesn't feel all that interesting, which is funny because it's also got Pandem bodywork, I guess, or a kit of some kind, and I have another Pandem Supra to look at later in the video, but in any case, this one does not impress. Up next we have a Tomica limited vintage of the Datsun Sunny 1000. Is it 1000? I should know this. I was so excited to get it. But just a couple videos ago, I opened the Sunny Coupe 1200, and I wanted to get the older model, and I found it in this beautiful, beautiful color. It's just great. It's just, you know, the windshield wipers are a bit, well, they're painted on. What can you do? But look at these headlights. And the grille is just so, the treatment on the grille is so nice. the little lights underneath the headlights are just painted rectangles, but that's okay. They've got white walls, and I guess for some reason they have a monopoly on the technology that allows you to have a white wall that's a circle. They've been keeping it from green light and Johnny Lightning. The tail lights are quite nice as well. And this bumper. It's funny with Tomica Limited Vintage, sometimes it's hard to really talk about its right-hand drive. Oh, it is the Sunny 1000. I should just look to the bottom. It's hard to talk about it because everything is simple, but done with care and precision, and it's just a beautiful car. It's just, I love this. I love the blue. I love the weird boxy but rounded silhouette. That's gorgeous. It's gonna be like one of the highlights or like centerpieces of my collection. It's just, I love looking at it. Tomica Limited Vintage, Sunny 1000. Up next we have an Inno64, which we haven't looked at in a little while, and the first thing I want to do actually is check if it rolls. It doesn't really, but the wheels made me feel like it might. It's a Jaguar XJS. Yeah, XJS in racing livery. And wow, what a silhouette, eh? Just a gorgeous, sleek. This Santana is not long for this world, I worry. But the headlights are very cool on this car, and the grille, they do the grille so well. And here you can see, the sponsors and how crisp and gorgeous they look. Same with the, Jaguar, the number, like everything is just crisp and great. They got the single windshield wiper for the driver. They got mirrored side view mirrors with actual mirror in them. The Dunlop tires look amazing. Jaguar illustration there. The taillights have the same kind of square, boxed-in look. I mean, these aren't square, but they're getting there, and they're kind of boxed-in seeming. And the taillights have the same sort of vibe, and it's a really distinct and cool look. It's hard to get a look at the interior on these. Red bucket seats. You got the harnesses there. Is it a right-hand drive? I'm finding it hard to tell. Oh yeah, it is, because you can see the wheel, but also that's where the windshield wiper is, so I could have used deduction. The door handles are a bit incomprehensible. Yeah, they're not much to talk about. Wow, what a gorgeous car, though. What a gorgeous car. I never really understood the appeal of Jaguars, but I think it's because I'd only seen a couple, and they weren't to my... Oh, I almost knocked off this. There's a tow hook. A tow hook. I almost knocked it off. Un autre. But this is, wow. Inno 64, Jaguar XJS. Wow. It's so gorgeous. Okay, another Hot Wheels premium. This from the most recent car culture set, Autostrasse. And this is a series that I've been loving, just loving. Every car I open from it has been just right up my alley and done so well. Rolls like a dream. Now, so this is the one I was worried the most about because it's a Lamborghini Urus, right? Yeah, Lamborghini Urus or Urus, I'm not sure. And I have no interest in this car, or SUV, I guess. But it's actually a lot sleeker and more, it's got a little more muscle to it than I expected. Lamborghinis, I find, do not have much muscle to them. They're a different kind of thing. They're like a hypercar kind of thing, or supercar. Whereas this does have some muscle, like some almost American style muscle, but then it's got a very like Japanese silhouette, especially in the windows, shape to the windows. Yeah, it's not my favorite car, but the treatment of it here is very nice. The lights, the badging, it rolls great. These big fat wheels are just perfect for it. Like, it rolls better than the Tomica Limited Vintage, which is, I mean, that's saying something, I think. I know Hot Wheels rolling is a real priority for them, even with their premiums, but, I mean, it is for Tomica too, and they often do it much better. Yeah. I don't much like the color. I was surprised by how much I liked the silhouette. I think that's the takeaway for me for this. Yeah, so it's not going to be 5 out of 5 for me for Autostrasse. This is the 4th car, and I think ultimately this is a miss for me. Just because, well, I guess you can't please everyone all the time, but if you like this car, I think you'll like it. You know, the treatment of the lights in the back is also very good. These windows have a shape that appeals to me, and the silhouette appeals to me. I don't like the color, and just the vibe of the car. Yeah. But it's not bad, and I can see someone liking it. It's not... I don't dislike it the way I disliked that Supra. And speaking of the Pandem Supra, we have here the MiniGT Pandem Supra. Doesn't say anything on the bottom, but that's what it is. The first thing that you notice is how insane the defroster lines are. I love this spoiler though. It's square, it's small. I mean, it's not small, it's like big and pops up, but it's not nearly as wide as the body. I mean, they've really made this body ridiculous. Black and gold, always gonna look good, I think. I think it really benefits from the silver in the rims, and just saw silver somewhere else. I guess the Toyota badging. And the Pandem badging too. And these, I think the little touches of silver help. So black and gold and silver. The headlights are amazing. MiniGT make really nice headlights and taillights. The side views are rubber, so they don't break off. It's a sort of a trademark of MiniGT, as is a smooth. It's a little bit bumpy actually, but not bumpy, but where are the tires treaded? Yeah, not bumpy, but a little loud because of the treads, but it rolls nice. This is a much more likable treatment of the Supra, and a Pandem bodywork Supra, than the Hot Wheels one, for sure. Just aesthetically, if Hot Wheels had done this simpler, like, cause there's not a ton going on visually. It's black, it's Pandem badged, it's got these really great gold wheels with the silver rims. If they'd done something like this, I think that it would have turned out nice, Whereas, this is just an ugly livery. It does have the nice spoiler though, the big fat wheel wells. But yeah, this one I find unpleasant, and this one, it's on its way to making me think the Supra could be a cool car. I've just never gotten on board with the Supra. Yeah. I gotta say though, the real surprise to me was this era car, Volkswagen Santana. I really liked it. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a good night.